Welcome to Not Your Status Quo. Today, we're going to break down the Avengers Endgame trailer. And remember, if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and ring the bell to be notified of future videos. Let's jump right in. Very somber start here too, which is understandable after the ending of Infinity War. I think it's important that he says find this recording. It sounds like all the systems are down. He can't send it. It needs to be found. Like the ship is heading towards Earth, but probably not going to make it because hyperdrive, everything else is down. Looks pretty bleak right here. And a few things about that. One, I don't think that Tony Stark is going to die on the Benatar because it's always been very much Tony saving himself. He's not going to be rescued. He's going to figure out a way out of this, either with Nebula's help or by himself, a lot like the cave scene from the initial Iron Man. But getting back to why they are running out of food, perhaps Infinity War, a scene from Infinity War can explain that a little better to us. Coming up right here in a second.
Nowhere? This place, we've been there. It sucks. Excuse me, that's our food. No more.
Yeah, way to go, Marvel. Have that turn to dust. You already broke our hearts once. And we see the Scarecrow, which from the Infinity War comic. So that's a nice little touch. Thanos farming after completing his mission. And I do think if you look at this scene here, you see Avengers compound. It looks a little bit in disarray, like people aren't there to keep the upkeep on it. And we have heard rumors that this is going to take place 5 years after the events of Infinity War. And I think how it looks a little run down might lend a little credence to that.
Wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
We see Scott Lang, Shuri, Peter Parker. They're all missing. They probably don't know where they're at. Once again, a little disarray. I wonder what Thor could be thinking about right there. And maybe it's, I should have went for the head. Now we see Nebula, probably on the Benatar with Tony Stark. In this, we see, Hawkeye as Ronin, which I think what Captain America said right there is very important. We lost our families. I'm assuming Clint Barton was on house arrest, a lot like Scott Lang. When the snap happened, he lost his family, so now he is Ronin, so he's changed. He's that, sort of a samurai without a family. And you see him here. This has a lot of parallels to his run as Ronin in the comics during Secret Invasion. So I wonder if he's actually in Japan as Ronin at Nick Fury's behest, request to look for scrolls. Since we do know the scrolls will be introduced in Captain Marvel, I think that's certainly a possibility.
This is the fight of our lives.
We see Agent Carter right there. And I wonder if that's early in the film and it doesn't work. And the Scott Lang scene kind of sews that up. But we see everything coming back together. So maybe that's a little foreshadowing to the end of Endgame here. Getting all the dusted people back. And then we get this nice scene with Scott Lang.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. I got really big. Is this an old message?
And I do not think they're talking about Scott Lang right there. I do believe they have received Tony Stark's transmission that we see at the beginning. So they're hoping that it's not an old message, that they actually are going to be able to save him somehow. Now that is her saying the front door. I think this is really important because we do find out that Scott Lang does escape from the quantum realm without the help of the Avengers. Now, whether it's Captain Marvel that helps him or somebody else, but I do think that him showing up there is going to be the game changer that really brings about the plan that helps them get all of the heroes back from the Soul Stone or wherever they went when they faded. But video didn't show us a lot, showed us enough little tidbits to keep us interested. But I, for one, can't wait for April 26th.